Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Someone said at this point, Flow labels they need to start paying these folks and release them from their record deal. They're going to keep leaving to the group members to be catching all this heat. It won't be any fan base to market to if they keep this up. They're talking about Flow having to style themselves, not having a stylist, not having a hair and makeup person and everything like that. In Georgia, speaking up about it, like, nah, we don't have a stylist anymore. So here we go. Side note, Tyla posted a video saying she's doing her own hair in Barbados during a big festival because her label cut her budget. Between that and Flow, I think we need to open up a bigger conversation about the state of the industry. And somebody else said something after that. Someone said, also, this should be a legend that we should all shut the F up when it comes to legal cases, which again should be a given. I swear my fellow Gen Z could be so stupid when it comes to social media and this mass communications. And then someone broke it down like this. I highly doubt Tyla or Flo are making legit money, and a lot of people conflate internet hype with IRL hype, and that's why Tyla is having to do her own hair for a show that is shocking to some. At the end of the day, they're saying, like, if you sign a record deal, you get that advance, you got to make that money back. You know what I'm saying? And got to make that money back one way or another. And that's why folks is, you know what I'm saying? If record sales is low, you got to make that money back. What's funny, I was literally there 3 weeks ago with the summer program for a tour. Howard, yeah, for sure. It's a nice campus. It's all politics. Yeah, it's a nice campus, but like the dorms be having, you know what I'm saying? The halls and stuff like that. I'm saying this because my sister went to Howard. And you know what I mean? It just is what it is. Zero was happening. You have to have a lawyer read that thing 100%. It also depends on the contract they sign. Yeah, but more than likely, it was like a so Russ broke it down. Russ broke it down beautifully, bro. I'll pull up Russ speaking about it. Because he's, you know, someone in the industry and everything like that. And I feel like he could break it down just better. Here we go. Hold on. Let me pull up this Russ thing real quick. All right, here we go.
Sir, how did you get rich?
Jesus, making music. I'm a musician.
Most musicians aren't rich.
That's because most musicians don't own their music, unfortunately.
So you own your music?
Yeah.
So how much money do you make? Like, what's the most amount of money you made in a year?
So many.
Across everything, what's the most amount of money you made in a year?
This year is looking like it's going to be the biggest one.
How much?
I'll probably do 25.
25
million, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I go all over the world interviewing the richest people to help the younger generation. Can
Sure.
I interview you for a minute real quick for the channel?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Who am I here with today?
Russ.
What was the turning point to getting into the music industry? Did you always know that you wanted to become an artist, or?
I always wanted to be an artist. I think from a very early age, I don't know, I guess I was just fascinated with rap. I loved it. I loved the idea of making music, expressing myself. So,
But I had brought up to you how most musicians do not end up making a lot of money. What is the blueprint to building wealth as a musician? How can somebody become wealthy off music?
you got to own the music
How is that possible?
by not selling it away to somebody.
So most artists, they sell their music away.
Yeah, I mean, most artists, when they do a record deal, they give away the ownership to their master. The master is the song. So when you sell that, you don't own it anymore. So for me, I own all my masters, and I have 500 something songs out. So I don't need one song to make me $1 million. I can have 500 songs making whatever the math is.
Did you turn down a lot of money?
Yeah, I've turned down a lot of money before.
How much?
Most money I've ever turned down is $50 million.
So if somebody wanted to give you $50 million to own the rights to your music,
Yeah,
why did you take the money?
because I don't need the money.
You don't need the money.
No,
Cool.
and it's just like it's a morality thing, I think. That to me is the definition of selling your soul. I'm not going to judge you, I guess. Well, yeah. I don't want to judge you if you do it. But for me, it's like, man, if we can all agree that music is the extension of our soul and it's the sound of our soul, well, then if you sell away the ownership of your music to somebody for money, isn't that selling your soul, like in its literal definition?
You think a lot of people operate out of scarcity?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think most artists are living check to check.
Why are they living paycheck to paycheck?
Because they get paid semi-annually, and that's if they're recouped. So meaning, like, if I give you $2 million and your music didn't make $2 million back, you're not going to see another check from the label. Because once again, let's look at it just simply. I'm me. If I give you $2 million and you say, yeah, it's for my music, and I say, cool, when your music has made $2 million back, give me back my investment, then everything after that is split 50-50. Well, if you never make back the $2 million,
You burn that shit, yeah.
of course you're not going to see another check from me for what? You didn't even make back the $2 million. So a lot of artists, they're unrecouped. They spent that $2 million. They spent that advance. So they're not even going to get those semi-annual checks. And if you are recouped, you're going to get 2 checks a year from the label. And that's why you get this whole fucking narrative of people being like, well, you got to tour. That's where the money is. No, man, the money is in music. The money is owning the music. I hate all this fucking nonsense of like, there's no money in music. Stop saying that shit. It's fucking wrong, and you're misleading people. If there's no money in music, why do the labels who don't tour and don't own publishing make billions of dollars off of owning the music? If there's no money in music, how are they making money in music? Stop saying that shit. Just admit you're fucking dumb and wrong. You know what I mean? Just say you don't get it.
There's a saying that it's easy to make a lot of money. It's hard to keep a lot of money.
Yeah.
You've made millions off your music. How do you preserve that wealth? How do you make your money work for you?
It's just like a well-oiled machine at this point, man. Like I said, I have a vast catalog that I'm fortunate enough to have fans just stream constantly. Like money is being made right now as we're talking, just because there's people listening to my music right now that I own. So just, I don't know, it just kind of makes itself.
Do you invest your money though?
Yeah.
Into what?
The music. Yeah. Like, honestly, man, my number one investment is the music. I've never seen an ROI like music. For example, I've spent $9 on a song and made $2 million off of it.
How did you make that much money off of one song? How was that possible?
Because back when TuneCore, when it was $9.99 to upload a song, I distributed it for $9.99, Psycho Part 2, and spent no money marketing it. I made the beat, did everything myself, and it's made $2 million just on the master side.
What's the greatest piece of advice that you've ever received?
Faith requires more than 48 hours.
What does that mean?
For me as an artist, you guys too, right? You know, you create stuff and you put it out there. You might put out a video and it like does jack shit, it flops, but it's been 48 hours. It's like, bro, like let go a little bit. And so for me, with songs as artists, we get so married to them. These are like our kids, and we're putting them out there to the world, and we think they're beautiful and perfect, and then the world might tell us otherwise, and we're like, oh my God, what do you mean? This is the greatest song ever. It's been a week. You know what I mean? Give it a year, give it 2, give it 10.
Have you had a lot of haters?
Yeah, tons.
So for somebody who's starting to pop off, how do you deal with that? What's your best advice to somebody either on that come up? I have a saying that nobody else's thoughts ever paid my bills.
I like all that kind of stuff to like, nah, fuck them, and it doesn't matter what people think. We're in the music business where quite literally what people think about us is what pays our bills. This isn't sports. Sports is if I go out tonight or for the season and I average 25, 10, and 6, you all can hate my fucking guts. I'm averaging 25, 10, and 6. Those are finite numbers, and I'm getting a fucking contract, period, right? With music, it's like our whole career and our livelihood is based off of jersey sales in a sense, which is how much do you like the fucking player? It's not a finite thing. So it's tough. It's like being a successful artist, a lot of it does have to do with public relations and how people feel about you and if they like you or not. So the whole notion of telling artists, oh, you shouldn't care who likes you, it's like, it's kind of like what this whole thing is based off of, right? If you're trying to do it as a living. But what I would say to people is if you're dealing with hate and you're an artist, drop your way through it. Keep dropping songs.
What's the number one book everybody should read?
Young men need to read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill and master the 3 appetites. Master your sexual appetite, the appetite of literally like what goes in your body, and the appetite of your need to express loosely formed opinions.
What keeps people broke in today's world?
Chasing pussy.
For real?
Yeah.
Have you seen that kill people's ambition?
Yeah. Put it like this. Men are losing to lust. For sure.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was fire, man. That was
Thanks,
awesome.
man.
All right. So there it is right there. There it is right there. I think, you know, with both Tyla and Flo, they're both new artists. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally just brought up Flo to 0 for the first time the other night. And Tyla, Water was like, even though it feels like 3 years ago, that was only like 2 years ago, Water. So it's like from Tyla's perspective, I remember she was doing an interview when she first popped, or she was doing a vlog, and she said, my dream is to go to America one day. Like I never been to America. Like I never imagined me even my music reaching people like Chris Brown and all these people and stuff like that who are American artists, large American artists, acknowledging my music. So she literally went from that to like being offered all the glitz and glamour and going and not only going to America, but living in LA and being this big diva and all this stuff. So you have that, right? And then, you know, for Flo, first time I heard of them, you know, was their first debut single. I don't even know the steps they took before then, because the first time I heard of them was their debut single. So it's like you got kids who probably singing. I don't know their story. They're probably singing together for a long time, decided to come together, or a label put them together, and they've been just trying to find a way to make it, and they made it with that, you know. And then they blew up off their first single. Like their first single hit, they became household names in the space of R&B, especially with girl groups and groups, period, because like Zero said, there aren't many groups these days in 2025. You know, they offer you, okay, we're going to give you a song, $3 million advance, $1 million for each of y'all. Y'all can make that back. And the album come out, And you know, people still stuck on the debut single and the Missy Elliott single, and they not looking at the rest of the album. It's gonna be difficult to make up that 5 million. So, or that 3 million. So, yeah, you know, that's just what it is. Tyla and I believe Flo are an American. Yeah. So they don't understand the culture and how evil the industry is. Plus, they're young. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Like Flo, they're British, and Tyla's from. I would keep wanting to say Tyga. Tyla's from South Africa. Also, the thing about splitting money 3 different ways and you're still growing up. Yeah. That's the thing. But I mean, if you're really getting paid, say, like I said, if you're getting 3 mil, what is 3 mil? You know what I'm saying? You split up among 3. Like, we all still get $1 million. I'm good with that. She's good with that. I'm good with that. We all good with that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And Zero talking about 360 deals, 100%. 100% can be into 360 deals. So, I just wish best for both of those artists. I've never met Tyla before. She only, I think, waved at her. But Flo, I met them before, and I went to their first show in America. That's a fun fact. The first show in America was in Atlanta. Victoria Monet came out at the end of the show and gave them their flowers. This video all on my page for that. You look it up. But yeah, Flo, they good people. You know. So I just wish the best for them, and I hope they figure it out for sure. Legally and financially, all those things, because Tony Snow was talking about this on the Spaces earlier. And, you know, because Tony Snow he's still independent. He's one of the bigger independent artists, especially coming out of Atlanta. And he said, you know, they put in all these big words and these contracts. And he said, for me, I'm just a rapper, bro. He said, I'm a rapper. Like, I came from the trap. Like, how am I supposed to break down all of these, you know, contracts and what they're saying and all of these things and just understand it when they're throwing all this out at me? So I'd rather just keep my little buzz and own all my masters and continue to make more money this way with no middleman, you know? So there's that. Now the album sales are streaming sales, and you make less on streams. And as an artist in the thing, ChatGPT, he said to break it down with the language of what it's saying. But yeah. Stream, like, one sale is like 1,500 streams, like, which is crazy. So it's like that definitely cuts down on album sales numbers if everybody's just streaming instead of buying it. So yeah, for sure, it's a lot of hurdles, man, as a modern day artist. But I wish the best for them, because Flo, they some cool people for sure. This was something random. I don't know what it is, but it looks.
Rashad, why you
anyways.
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.